Hola amigos y amigas de YouTube, soy Andrea y vamos a practicar español. I'm Andrea and we are going to practice Spanish tonight. I have an important topic to talk to you about. It is masculine and feminine, singular and plural. So we have singular and plural in English, but we don't necessarily have nouns that have gender in English. So this is a kind of different concept, but I have a lot of examples. Voy a compartir mi pantalla con muchos ejemplos en esta presentación para explicar todo. Así que empecemos. Okay, so a noun in Spanish is either masculine or feminine, singular or plural. And the best way to identify its gender and its number is to look at the article that comes before it. So an article is just a noun marker. They're either definite or indefinite. In English, the definite article is the, like the book. And in Spanish, it has four forms. One's masculine singular, one's feminine singular, one's masculine plural, and one's feminine plural. So the forms in Spanish for the are el, la, los, or las. If you have an indefinite article before a noun, in English, it would be a book, an apple, or some things. Those are indefinite articles. And in Spanish, again, there are four forms: masculine singular, masculine plural, feminine plural. Un, una, unos, unas. So when you learn a noun in Spanish, it's good to learn it with an article in front of it so that you can remember whether it's feminine or masculine. Here are some examples. The book in Spanish would be el libro. The plural form of that, the books, is los libros. So el went to los, and I added an S to the noun to make it plural, los libros. A book is un libro, masculine singular. But some books would be unos libros. Here's a feminine example. Okay, the word for table in Spanish is feminine. There's nothing particularly feminine about a table. A table is an inanimate object, but in Spanish, even inanimate objects have gender. And the word for table in Spanish is a feminine word. It ends in A, and it is feminine. So that's just something you have to learn. When you learn the word, you have to learn whether it is masculine or feminine. The table would be la mesa. The tables would be las mesas. A table is una mesa. Some tables are unas mesas. So not only is the noun becoming plural, but also the article. All right, so how do you make things plural? You just add an S if it ends in a vowel. Tío becomes tíos, casa becomes casas. If it ends in a consonant, you add ES. Unión becomes uniones. Or if that consonant happens to be a Z, the Z would change to C before you add ES. Lápiz becomes lápices, and luz becomes luces. So how can you know if a noun is masculine or feminine? Sometimes you can look at it and tell. Many nouns that are masculine end in O, or many words that end in O are masculine. El muchacho is masculine versus la muchacha is feminine. El muchacho is a boy, la muchacha is the girl. So the O ending is the masculine ending and the A ending is the feminine ending. And that's a general rule in Spanish. But it doesn't always work out that way. There are exceptions to that. El escritorio means the desk. There's nothing inherently masculine about a desk. It's an inanimate object, but the word for desk is masculine. El escritorio ends in an O. La lámpara, the lamp, is a feminine word. It ends in A. The regalo is a masculine word. It means gift. It ends in O. La bolsa is a feminine word. It ends in A, and it means like handbag. El gato is a male cat. La gata is a female cat. Okay, so oftentimes words that end in O are often masculine, words that end in A are often feminine, but not always. Okay, now if you see a word that ends in ION or CION, that's pretty much a dead giveaway that it's feminine. That's a feminine ending. It's kind of equivalent to the tion in English. So la nación means nation. La nación is feminine. La natación is swimming. La estación is the season. La vacación is for vacation. La estimación, estimation, and la combinación, combination. So these are all feminine words. If it ends in dad, that's also a dead giveaway that it's feminine. That's a feminine ending. La ciudad means city. La entidad, entity. La sanidad, health. La estabilidad, stability. La claridad, clarity. La caridad, charity. These are all feminine words, okay? So if it ends in A, it's probably feminine. If it ends in ION, it's probably feminine. If it ends in DAD, it's probably feminine. If it ends in O, it's probably masculine, but not always. Sometimes they end in a consonant. And so you're just gonna have to learn the article when you learn the word. Lápiz means pencil. You learn el lápiz, you'll remember it's masculine. El hombre, that means a man, the man. El artista, that's a male artist. El sofá, this one's tricky because it ends in an A, so you would think it's feminine, but it's not. It's el sofá, it's masculine. El día, here's another one that ends in an A. It looks like it should be feminine, but it's not. It's masculine. El día. El problema, that's another exception. It looks like it should be feminine, but it's not. El problema is masculine. So el lápiz is the pencil, el hombre is the man, el artista is the male artist, el sofá is the sofa, el día is the day, el problema is the problem. Feminine, here's one that ends in an O, but it's feminine. La foto, meaning photograph. But it's actually short for the word fotografía, which ends in an A. So that's kind of an abbreviation, but it's a feminine word. La mujer means woman. That's feminine. La artista, this is a female artist. Okay, so el artista is a male artist. La artista is a female artist. El artista is masculine. La artista is feminine. La gente means the people. Feminine. La mano, the hand. Feminine, even though it ends in an O. La moto, this is short for motocicleta. It's feminine. Okay, so these are kind of exceptions to the rule, and you just, when you learn the word, learn it with the article, and then you'll remember whether it's masculine or feminine. All right, now some things are easy to know whether it's masculine or feminine, like the family vocabulary. A lot of these follow the rules where if it's O, it's masculine, if it's A, it's feminine. For example, grandfather is el abuelo. Grandmother is la abuela. The husband, el esposo, the wife, la esposa. The son, el hijo, the daughter, la hija. The grandson, el nieto, the granddaughter, la nieta. The brother, el hermano, the sister, la hermana. The uncle, el tío, the aunt, la tía. The nephew, el sobrino, the niece, la sobrina. The cousin, who happens to be a boy, el primo. The female cousin, la prima. Brother-in-law, el cuñado. Sister-in-law, la cuñada. And then mother and father, they don't follow the rule, el padre, la madre. Maybe they're familiar to you, even though they don't follow the rule. So again, often O is masculine, often A is feminine, but sometimes it ends in another vowel like an E, sometimes it ends in a consonant and you just don't know. So when you learn the word, learn its gender and associate the article with it to help you remember. All right, so how would you say the boy? Okay, the word for boy is muchacho. So the boy would be el muchacho. How would you say the boys? Plural. So remember, to make muchacho plural, you just add an S because it ends in a vowel. And el goes to los. Los muchachos. What about a boy? Un muchacho. About some boys? Indefinite masculine plural. Unos muchachos. Okay, the girl. So instead of muchacho, now we're going to have muchacha. And the would be la muchacha. The girls, las muchachas. What about a girl? Una muchacha. And some girls, unas muchachas. Muy bien, excelente. I know that gender is a difficult concept because we don't have it in English for inanimate objects, but it's a really important concept because when you start making sentences, you're going to have nouns that have gender and number, and then you're going to want to describe those nouns with adjectives, and the adjectives are going to have to agree with the noun in gender and number. Therefore, you need to know what gender it is. So we're going to build on this in our next video. We're going to have whole sentences that go from singular to plural, and you're going to have to remember whether it's masculine or feminine because everything's got to agree. So don't get overwhelmed. Remember, 10 minutes a day is better than even 2 or 3 hours just once a week. So keep at it, keep studying, keep practicing. You can do it. Gracias y nos vemos la próxima vez.